Assimilation is unfolding before our eyes if we only see the outcome and therefore the steps towards it. If you're going to have people attached to technology, their brains attached to technology and AI, you've got to get them addicted to it. Stage one, get them addicted to holdables, technology they hold, and start them as young as possible.
50% of teens report that they feel addicted to their cell phones.
There's nothing to do without a phone.
I know, or like an iPad to like watch TV or something, but I can't read for like 5 hours straight.
I know. Reading's boring. I'm not reading.
This is the first study that shows a direct link between screen time and mental health. Researchers note that rates of anxiety and depression in young people have actually risen over 70%.
They call it digital heroin because it becomes an addiction, because the electronic stimulus and the digital stimulus becomes an addiction to the brain, just like a drug does. That's why they put them down and they have to pick them up again.
The frenzy does not seem to die down, but that's what Apple is hoping. With higher than ever stakes for your smartphone dollar, here's ABC's Lindsay Janis.
Out of control lines, people waiting hours, even days. Apple fans across America don't appear to be losing any enthusiasm over the iPhone. Things in LA even turning violent. Check out this brawl that broke out after one man discovered someone had been paying homeless people to hold places in line.
After the holdables, wearables, you want to get in the body, so now the next stage is to get on the body. This is your Google Glass and your Apple Watch and your Bluetooth, and then finally implantables. Get inside the body. Gotcha.
The latest office innovation is a microchip implanted in the skin.
This is the first American company to ever try this.
So what are they tracking, and would you say yes if your boss asked you to do the same?
Turns out one of the biggest discoveries is actually this tiny. See how small that is? This little chip may be the next big thing, and it sounds like it's right from a sci-fi movie, but people all over the world are implanting these into their wrists.
Once you know the outcome, you can see the journey. And in terms of the ultimate endgame, which is to attach the human mind, the human brain to AI, so that AI, artificial intelligence, becomes the human mind, and the human mind as we know it is no more, you can see the progression there of the stepping stones. And this is why we are at the cusp of a massive choice that humanity has. Because if we go on down this road for not much longer, I mean, some of these major players in Silicon Valley, like Google's Ray Kurzweil, they're talking about this AI-brain connection happening around 2030 onwards.
And let me summarize it for you. Now, today, I mean, you have a computer in your phone, but if you need 10,000 computers for a few seconds to do a complex search, you can access that for a second or two in the cloud. In the 2030s, you need some extra neocortex. You'll be able to connect to that in the cloud directly from your brain. And so over the next few decades, we're going to do it again. We're going to again expand our neocortex, only this time it won't be limited by a fixed architecture of enclosure. It'll be expanded without limit. That additional quantity will again be the enabling factor for another qualitative